What was it? And what it was the whys of the world that tethered her back in and breathed audacity and life into her and said, you're better than this. Yes, you can. Sometimes at Covenant House, folks think when they come and they meet the kids, they think, wow, look at the volume here. Look at how many young people are walking in off the streets and have a safe place to sleep. That is important. It is important. Safe shelter is vital. Having a full belly is vital. Giving kids a sense of sanctuary is vital. But that's not the magic. The magic in the world is what our people gave us. Think about all the amazing things that you've done in your life, which maybe don't seem so amazing, but they would have been amazing to you as a 5-year-old. That you'd go on and you'd go to college or school, and that you'd work in a way that's so fulfilling to you, or you'd find someone who is worthy of you, who makes you more, who lifts you up. All these things that are just so unbelievably magical in the world. What is that? What made that possible? Someone breathed into us this sense that that was possible for us. My mama used to say to me all the time in church, and those of you who go to church with me, you know this is true. My mother would say, you have a beautiful voice. Sing out. I do not have a beautiful voice. But she made me believe that I do have a beautiful voice, and so I sing out. My dad used to say to me, you're going to go up to the plate and you are going to hit a home run. In 8 years of Little League, I might have had a single. But I sure enough went to St. Joe's High School in Metuchen, and I got ticked that I didn't make the varsity baseball team. I was horrific. But my father breathed into me, lied into me, this sense of the possible. And so law school didn't seem to me to be audacious. It seemed to me to be something that I could do. Because my people filled me up. The scaffolding of my life was yes you can, yes you can. And that's what the why is for so many young people. It is yes you can. For kids in our community who are down the rabbit hole of despair, with anxiety and depression, the YMCA is yes you can, yes you can. Hold my hand. For kids who are aging out of foster care and who only know parental affection and devotion and stroke flashes, the why is come be community. For young people who leave college and aren't sure whether to go back, the why is yes you can. For folks, for family members who suddenly lose one who is so dear to them due to suicide, the why is they will hold your hand. Yes you can. The why is yes you can for us on the margins of society, for those of us who struggle, who suffer. And I know this because I had a Ryan kid who was very, very sick 4 years ago. And the why was yes you can. Yes you can. The YMCA is a movement of people who come together because we are more together. That's not political rhetoric. That's the reality of our human condition. Love brings us together. We are more together, and the YMCA brings us together. There's an old Native American story about the village that sees children, little ones, who are drowning, coming down the river. And so everyone in the village runs to save the little ones who are drowning. And they pick them out of the water. And some they don't save. Some continue to move downriver and drown. This is a lot of the work that I do at Covenant House. Kids who are drowning downriver, trying to scoop them up. All of a sudden, the oldest woman in the village walks away from everyone frantically pulling kids out of the river, and she starts walking. I said, where are you going? She says, I want to go upriver and see who's putting these little ones in there and stop it. That's what the YMCA does. The YMCA prevents young people from finding themselves alone and isolated and despairing in the world. It tethers them to community and hope and optimism and audacity. And it breathes into them a deep belief that they are worthy, the great promise of their lives. That's why we are all in. Thank you.